What's up guys, and welcome to only my second video on this channel. Basically what we're going to do in here is just playing a bit of Rocket League in the background. This is going to be the standard sort of setup for my videos, just playing a game in the background and just sort of talking about a specific subject that I thought about. That's basically where the channel idea came from. But if you want to comment down below what you think I should talk about for the next video, make sure to do that. But what the subject's going to be for this time is it's going to be who is going to win the Ballon d'Or. There's obviously three names up front. There's Neymar, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Lionel Messi, of course. And Ronaldo has won it in the last 2 years in a row. He probably has deserved it, even though I obviously think Messi is better. So I would obviously say Messi deserved it, but probably did play better in them specific years. But he hasn't really won a lot of team trophies, which I think holds Ronaldo back a bit. He's not massively a team player. Real Madrid haven't been great in the last decade or 5 years or something, where Barcelona have, which has obviously helped Messi a lot. But he's been a massive part of that success for Barcelona. And when we look back at Messi's career, if we look back at Ronaldo's career, I think you're going to look at Ronaldo's stats, his goals, but when you're going to look at Messi, you're going to look at how many trophies he's won, the sort of the great goals he's scored, the great games he's had. I think that's where how difference between them is going to be. But obviously Neymar is in that mix for 2015. He's been absolutely amazing this year, arguably just as good as Messi in that Barcelona team. Since Messi's been injured, he's really took on the lead man role, and he scored some incredible goals. The one where he flicks it over his head, spins, and just hits on the body, unbelievable. And even when Messi is in the team, if you watch the games, a lot of the games Neymar is the main man, but Messi just comes up with their moments of magic when you really need them. For example, Barcelona, Bayern Munich in the final against Atletico Bilbao. And also he played a lovely ball for Suarez in the Champions League final. So he in the big games, he did really shine last year. So that could be the thing that swings it towards Messi. That's what my thinking is. Obviously also in the Copa, what's it called, Copa America, Neymar had a poor one. He got sent off. He got banned, I think, didn't he? I'm not too sure what happened. But that'll be a negative for Neymar for this year, and it'll be a huge plus from Messi. Even though I think he only scored one, I think it was a penalty, but he got into the final. He was superb, even though his goal scoring wouldn't really say that. But if you watch the games like I did, he was fantastic all the way through the season, through the tournament. Obviously, last year the Champions League is always a major factor in who gets the Ballon d'Or. In the last, I think it's like 7 or 8 years, the top scorer in the Champions League has won the Ballon d'Or. And it just so happens this year that Neymar, Ronaldo, and Messi have all got 10 goals in the Champions League this year. So it's really neck and neck in that sort of way. But it did come up the last couple of days that on the FIFA website, they did accidentally reveal it. That's what people were saying. FIFA have said that it wasn't a reveal. I don't really know what their sort of argument to what it was, because it was clearly on their website. They haven't really said, they've just sort of denied that there was a reveal. But it seems a bit weird that they revealed the women's winner and the man's winner. But I think it will be Messi. That's who I'm tipping to, and I think most people are tipping to win it to get his fifth, which is just... To get your fifth Ballon d'Or is just incredible. At the age of 28, when he's still got a couple of years, there's no reason why he can't get a double hat-trick, if you like, to get 6. But I think Neymar will probably take over next year. You can probably see the signs of it already. But if Messi comes back, he seems to just have them periods at the start of the years where he just comes back and he's just unstoppable. You sort of know he pitters off towards the end of the year, when I don't really know why that is, but probably just a bit of fatigue. Really, they have a winter break, so he comes back really fresh after that, and he's normally just unstoppable. No one can stop Messi. When he's on form, he is unstoppable. That front three for Messi, for Barcelona especially, is just, there's nothing to do against him. When Neymar's having a bad day or Suarez having a bad day, Messi will play, and just vice versa for the other players. But obviously it's not just now that Messi's been incredible. Just with the help of these two down the years, he's probably even better than he is now. But I think all round now, I think Messi is the best he's ever been. With his passing, he's sort of his run off the ball is better than it has ever been. His passing now is just incredible. where he plays them long balls over to Neymar or Alba. They're just some of the best passes in the world. I don't think any other player in the world can actually do. He just sort of crosses it from deep and into the penalty box. But for Ronaldo, his shout for this year, I probably wouldn't have him in the top three. I think he's there because of his goal scoring record and his just for his reputation, really. But I would probably say the front three for Barcelona probably deserves to be the Ballon d'Or top three. If we're being honest, I mean, Ronaldo is probably the second best player and the third best player in the world, but that doesn't mean that you have to be in the top three for your year. Because I don't think Ronaldo's had a better year than Suarez, or maybe even Lewandowski for that matter. But Ronaldo is in it nevertheless, and it's hard to argue against that, really. If probably retrospectively looking at, he probably does deserve to be there. But what I'm saying is Suarez could easily have been there, really, and don't think anyone would argue if Suarez is in it. But Ronaldo is in it, and I really don't think he's got any chance of winning. I think Neymar is actually number 2 this year, in front of Neymar. I'd probably say Neymar's the second best player in the world right now. I think Ronaldo's still number 2, but right now on form, Neymar's got to be number 2, really. Ronaldo is having sort of the only criticism I've got against Ronaldo is that when it comes to the big games, the big title deciders, the big clashes, the big Champions League semi-finals, you can't argue that he doesn't do it. I mean, he doesn't really perform in big games. He scored most of his goals this year have come against the weaker teams. If you looked at it statistically, a lot of the he scored 5 goals and then it's boosted his stats for the next 5 games. They've come against clubs like Malmo, and I think he did it in the Spanish league against Eibar. So it does just show that his stats aren't really indicative of how good this year has been or how good of a player he is, because he's not the player he once was at Man United. He can't take on players like he once could. I don't find Ronaldo exciting, but obviously he's an incredible player, incredibly incredible in front of the goal, the way he positions himself. But he isn't a winger anymore. He is obviously a striker. You can watch the games. He's definitely a striker. Benzema seems to play more out wide than Ronaldo, but I admire Ronaldo. I watch his film. I admire the way he conducts himself, the way he works hard. His gym work, everything about him is fantastic. He's obviously one of the greatest players of all time, but he's just behind Messi for me in terms of ability, what he does in the game, what he's won. But there's nothing to say that Ronaldo isn't a fantastic player. I do appreciate both of them, but for me, Messi will always be number 1. He's the greatest player ever. He's better than Maradona by an absolute. He's not even close. I mean, people have to remember that Maradona only did it in 2 years where he did obviously the World Cup. It's obviously not just the World Cup, but in terms of his club football, he was never that good. He didn't really do it in the Barcelona team. Obviously, he had great success now. I just realised this is 5-5, so it's going to go into overtime, but he had great success at Napoli, but he obviously did it in the World Cup, which is why people sort of regard him as the second best or the best. Same with Pelé. But I sort of argue that Champions League, all the best players in the world playing the Champions League as well as the World Cup. I just realised we're going to lose this, but the Champions League is basically the biggest competition in the world right now. Every year, it's the biggest competition. The World Cup only comes around 4 years, and it's obviously a really hard task. I think Messi's proven himself for the World Cup now since he got to the final with Argentina. He didn't score in the knockout, but he did pretty much carry them through the group stage. He was fantastic in the World Cup. Got player of tournament. So what else can you do? If Higuain puts in that last chance in Germany, if he puts in that last chance in the Germany game, then does that mean Messi's the best player ever? It's basically them little things, the little if Gota doesn't score, it takes it to penalties and they win on penalties. Does that mean Messi's the best player ever and he lifts to the World Cup? It's just them little things, but I think he didn't need to win it. I think all he needed to do was sort of prove himself to get far in the competition and sort of carry Argentina like he did. But that'll pretty much be the end of this episode. I mean, I've been concentrating too much on what I'm talking. I've been absolutely terrible. I feel sorry for my teammate. How many goals did I actually get there? I might have got 3 or 4. It's taken ages, but I got 4. Fair enough, my play was absolutely horrendous. He got one goal, but that'll be it for this episode. If you have enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until next time.